الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على النبي المصطفى سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the jewels from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and today we are discussing the path to Jannah. طريق إلى الجنة. Now, Jannah is our goal. Each and every one of us, we are dreaming one day to be in Jannah. Now, and when we come to Jannah, we enter Jannah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala becoming our host in Jannah. وَسِيقَ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا رَبَّهُمْ إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ زُمَرًا. Those who feared their Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they obeyed the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they lived according to the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Those people on the day of Qiyamah, the Quran says, وَسِيقَ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا رَبَّهُمْ إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ زُمَرًا. That those who feared Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will be driven to Jannah, Zumara, in groups. حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءُوهَا وَفُتِحَتْ أَبْوَابُهَا. And when they come to the gates of Jannah, and the gates of Jannah will be opened. By whom? By the security angels of Jannah. وَقَالَ لَهُمْ خَزَنَتُهَا. And those guards, the securities, the angels of Jannah, they will say, Salamun alaykum. You have peace unto you. They will greet with salam. If you say Assalamu alaykum to a person, you are wishing peace to that person. You are wishing peace to that person. And the other thing is, you are saying to that person that by me you are safe. By me you are safe. Now, I will not harm you. So the angels will give you peace in Jannah. Allahu Akbar. May Allah Ta'ala make me and you amongst those people who will come in the group entering Jannah and Malaika giving salam to us. Say Salamun alaykum. Tibtum fadkhuluha khalidin. Sal peace unto you. Now you have done well in the dunya. Fadkhuluha khalidin. Enter into Jannah and stay there forever and ever. Allahu Akbar. In Jannah there is no sickness. In Jannah there is no struggle. There is no tiredness. Now there is no jealousy. There is no animosity. There is no any negative, that you think of in this dunya. You will not find it in Jannah. Happiness forever and ever. The fruits of Jannah, they are so sweet. And the branches of the trees of Jannah will be so close to us, inshaAllah. Will be so close to the people of Jannah, and eating from the fruits of Jannah, enjoying, the first bite, the second bite being tastier than the first one, the third bite, being tastier than the second and the first. That is for the people of Jannah. We need to work for this Jannah. Let us go to the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which he explains, the path to get into Jannah, but it comes in the form of a question by a Sahabi to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. An Abi Abdullah Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari radiyallahu anhuma anna rajulan sa'ala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam faqal. Narrated by Abi Abdullah Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari radiyallahu anhuma. He says that a man asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, فقال, and he said, أرأيت إذا صليت الصلوات المكتوبات. Tell me, O Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, if I perform my obligatory salah, meaning my 5 daily salah, if I perform my 5 daily salah, wasumtu Ramadan. Now, and I fast in the month of Ramadan. And he said, wa ahlaltu al-halala. And I hold on to those things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made them permissible. Meaning, I only do what is halal. I eat what is halal. I listen to what is halal. I speak what is halal. If I hold only to halal. And وَحَرَّمْتُ الْحَرَامَ. and I stay away from haram. I believe in whatever Sharia has made haram, and I stay away from haram. Now, وَلَمْ أَزِدْ عَلَى ذَلِكَ شَيْئًا, and I did not, add anything in that. I did not add anything into that. So how many things here? How many deeds? There are 4 deeds. This Sahabi, asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that if he does these 4 deeds, أَأَدْخُلُ الْجَنَّةِ, will I enter Jannah? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, he was listening to him, if I perform my 5 daily salah, if Ramadan comes and I fast in the month of Ramadan, and I hold onto halal and stay away from muharramat, all those deeds that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prohibited, has made them haram. Now, أَأَدْخُلُ الْجَنَّةِ, will I enter Jannah? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam responded to him saying, yes, na'am. And this hadith was recorded only by Imam Muslim. Imam Bukhari did not record this hadith, only Imam Muslim rahimahullah. Now, Allahu Akbar. So this Sahabi is looking for a path to Jannah, a path to Jannah. Those deeds that after the rahmah of Allah, after the mercy of Allah, these deeds will be a means for him to enter into Jannah. Now, so how clever he was and how curious he was. The Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all of them, they were curious. They were the students of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They used to ask, important questions to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this Sahabi, his name was An-Nu'man ibn Qawqal. An-Nu'man ibn Qawqal al-Khuza'i. He wanted to know of those deeds that if he hold on to them, he will enter Jannah, insha'Allah, with the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well. Of course, we all need the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enter Jannah. Now, so number 1 is to establish salah. And of course, on time, without delaying, without making the salah qadha. Sometimes we get so much busy. And shaitan also, he makes us lazy. He makes us to feel lazy. And we say to ourselves, no, I still have time. Let me delay a bit. I still have time. وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا خُطُوَاتِ الشَّيْطَانِ إِنَّهُ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ مُبِينٌ. Don't follow the footsteps of shaitan. Procrastination and delaying, it's from shaitan. Do not follow the footsteps of shaitan. إِنَّهُ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ مُبِينٌ. He is your clear and declared enemy. Now, so sometimes shaitan, he puts in our hearts, no, you still have time for salah. No, my brother. No, my sister. Oh, my beloved children. No. When the time of salah enters, immediately you must engage in salah. Now, make your wudu according to the sunnah and make your niyyah. Follow all the shurut and conditions of salah for your salah to be accepted in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And talking about the conditions of salah, number 1, the body has to be clean, has to be tahir. The body has to be tahir. Now, and the clothes as well. The clothes that you are wearing before you perform salah, make sure the clothes are clean. Your body is clean. Your clothes are clean. The place of salah is also tahir. The place of salah is tahir, is clean. Now, and also you must make your niyyah for the salah that you are performing. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِنِيَّاتِ. Why? Because without niyyah, then that salah is not accepted. You have to make the intention. Even if you do not pronounce the niyyah with your tongue, but in your heart, make the intention of the salah that you are performing. Now, and face the Qibla and also perform, make sure that the time of that particular salah has entered. So if you perform your 5 daily salah and you fast in the month of Ramadan, following all the sunan and the mustahabbat, staying away from the haramat and mubtilat as-siyam, stay away from those things that can nullify your fast. Now, and you hold on to halal, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it permissible. Inna al-halala bayyinun wa inna al-harama bayyinun wa baynahuma umurun mushtabihatun la ya'lamuhunna kathirun minan nas. Faman ittaqa ash-shubhati istabra'a li dinihi wa irdihi. Wa man waqa fi ash-shubhat waqa fi al-haram. Now, halal is clear and haram is clear. But between the two, you find matters which are ambiguous. Now, not many people know and understand them except few. Now, so doubtful matters, you have to abstain from them. وَبَيْنَهُمَا أُمُورٌ مُشْتَبِهَاتٌ. And the person who falls into those doubtful matters, he will fall onto haram. He will fall onto haram. So you eat what is haram, what is halal. Now, you abstain from haram and you eat what is halal, you dress what is halal, you do everything that is permissible for you to do. And you abstain from haram. Bi'idhnillah ta'ala, with the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will enter Jannah. You will enter Jannah. Allahu Akbar. So these 4 deeds were the deeds that this Sahabi now asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that if he hold on to them, will he enter Jannah or not? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave him an answer which gave him peace and left him with peace and tranquility in his heart, which was Na'am. Yes, my beloved Sahabi, you will enter into Jannah. Perform your salah, fast in Ramadan, Na'am, and hold on to halal, stay away from haram. Allahu Akbar. You will enter where? Into Jannah. Inshallah, we'll take a short break, inshallah, and when we come back, inshallah, we will carry on discussing, those deeds, inshallah, which will be the means, inshallah, for us to enter into Jannah after the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See you after the break, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. And we're discussing the path to Jannah, those deeds that will be a means or the means for you to enter into Jannah. Now, remember, before the break, we were discussing a hadith, few questions that were posed by a Sahabi by the name of Nu'man ibn Qawqal. Nu'man ibn Qawqal, asking Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam regarding 4 deeds that if he hold on to them, now will he enter Jannah? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave him a positive answer, an answer that would leave him with a peace in his heart, and he said, Naam, yes, you will enter into Jannah. And just to recap, it is if I perform the 5 daily salah, Naam, and if I fast in Ramadan, if I hold on to halal, and my dear brothers and sisters, halal here is everything that Allah Ta'ala has made it permissible. Naam, does not mean you should eat everything which is halal, because you find people who do not eat certain things. I know of people who do not eat the cow meat. If the cow has been slaughtered Islamically in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so the meat becomes halal. But you find people who do not like the meat, but to believe that the cow, it is halal, it is very much important. To believe that those things that Allah Ta'ala has made them permissible, has made them halal, it is very, very much important. Though you do not eat, you don't eat because you don't like it. That will not cause you to be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but you need to believe that this Allah Ta'ala has made it halal. So you cannot make something halal haram, and you cannot make something haram halal. Whatever is halal, it is halal. Whatever it is haram, it is haram. You cannot change that. You cannot change that. So If you hold on to these four things, inshallah ta'ala, after the rahmah of Allah ta'ala, inshallah you'll enter into Jannah. Let us go to another hadith. أخرج النسائي وابن حبان والحاكم أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال. It was recorded in the book of An-Nasa'i and Ibn Hibban and Hakim, rahimahumullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, ما من عبد يصلي الصلوات الخمس ويصوم رمضان ويخرج الزكاة ويجتنب الكبائر السبع إلا فتحت له أبواب الجنة يدخل من أيها شاء ثم تلا إن تجتنبوا كبائر ما تنهون عنه نكفر عنكم سيئاتكم وندخلكم مدخلا كريما. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You see, whenever the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is taken, you should say sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Say it with so much love. This is the man that Allah ta'ala has sent to sacrifice his life. Now, to suffer, to sacrifice, to go through difficulties for me and you to be Muslims today. The Rasul of Allah. Now, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, Atani atin. Somebody came in a dream. فَخَيَّرَنِي, and he gave me a choice. Now, بَيْنَ أَنْ يُدْخَلَ نِصْفُ أُمَّتِي الْجَنَّةِ وَبَيْنَ الشَّفَاعَةِ. I was sleeping. Somebody came in a dream and he gave me a choice. And dream of Anbiya, it is truth. It is the truth. Now, so this angel came to me and gave me a choice between that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enters the half of my ummah into Jannah, or Allah ta'ala, he gives me shafa'ah, intercession. So he says that I chose intercession. I chose shafa'ah, for me to be able to intercede on the day of Qiyamah on the favor of my ummah. Now, any person who believed in Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he wants to stand on the day of Qiyamah and say, Ya Allah, this Muhammad, he is from my ummah. Please enter him into Jannah. Now, so this program where we discuss the ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, so we always mention and take the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So if you are following, please, whenever we say Rasulullah, you should say sallallahu alayhi wasallam. There are so many rewards. Man salla alayya wahidan, sallallahu alayhi ashara. The person who sends one salawat, one salutation upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Allah ta'ala gives him 10 rewards. So in a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Ma min abdin yusalli as-salawat al-khams. There is no any person now who will perform his 5 daily salah, of course, on time. Now, وَيَصُومُ Ramadan, and he fasts in the month of Ramadan. Ramadan comes, he fasts in the month of Ramadan. Now, following all the conditions of fasting, which will validate his fast, and stay away from all those deeds that will nullify his fast. Now, as-sawmu junnah, fasting is a shield. You only fast for the sake of Allah, and only Allah Ta'ala is the one who knows that you are fasting. Now, no one else knows. Only it's between you and Allah. So there is ikhlas there. There is sincerity. Nobody is forcing you to fast, and no one can see that you are fasting. Now, if a person wants to hide and eat and goes out there and he says, I am fasting, people will believe him because they don't know. They don't know. They'll just believe him. But Allah Ta'ala knows exactly who is fasting and who is not fasting. So if you fast in the month of Ramadan for the sake of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, وَيُخْرِجُ الزَّكَاةَ, for those who have the nisab of zakat, Now, and 1 year has passed, to take 2.5% now of that wealth and give to the poor and needy, to pay zakat. And وَيَجْتَنِبُ الْكَبَائِرَ السَّبْعِ, and also the person abstain from the 7 major sins, the 7 major sins. إِلَّا فُتِحَتْ لَهُ أَبْوَابُ الْجَنَّةِ. On the day of Qiyamah, the reward of this, of performing Salah, 5 daily Salah on time, fasting in Ramadan, and paying Zakat, and staying away from the 7 major sins, the reward is إِلَّا فُتِحَتْ لَهُ أَبْوَابُ الْجَنَّةِ يَدْخُلُ مِنْ أَيِّهَا شَاءَ. The doors of Jannah, all doors of Jannah will be opened for that person. And the person will be given a choice. Now, which door do you want to use for you to enter into Jannah? Do you want to enter from this door, or from that door, or from that door? Allahu Akbar. You come with this good a'mal, you will enter Jannah bi'idhnillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, so in this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he also spoke about abstaining from the 7 major sins. If you do any of these major sins, you should make tawbah. You should make tawbah and ask Allah Ta'ala for forgiveness. Your forgiveness will be accepted. Number 1 is az-zina. La taqrabu zina. Don't come near zina. Don't engage yourself with those acts, those deeds that will bring you to zina. For example, you are watching, wrong videos, all those prohibited videos on your phone, on your laptop. You hide yourself in a room. Nobody is watching you. I mean, your parents are not there, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching you. The angels are recording your deeds, your acts. So zina, it is something very, very much dangerous. It brings a person down, the person's reputation. Now, the person's reputation is tarnished. Now, so to stay away from zina, number 1. Washurbul khamr. Number 2, to stay away from drinking alcohol. This also is one of, weakness that many has, including Muslims. You find Muslims who has the weakness of drinking alcohol, So to stay away from alcohol. And of course, alcohol is ummul khaba'ith, is the mother of all evil. So if you stay from alcohol, and also number 3, as-sihri. As-sihri, to stay away from black magic, to do black magic to other people. You see somebody is trying to succeed in life. He's trying to go higher, in life. And what you do, you try to pull him down by his feet, by doing what? Sihr. Sihr, if you are doing sihr, if you are engaging in sihr, or you ask people to do sihr on somebody because you are jealous of that person, because you don't like that person, it's better to make tawbah and stay away from this. And wattihamu bi zina liman urifa bi al-iffa, and also to accuse somebody of zina. Now, to accuse somebody of zina, somebody who has been known of chastity, of being chaste, so you accuse him of zina. وَقَتْلُ نَفْسٍ بِغَيْرِ ذَنْبٍ. And also amongst the 7 major sins is to kill an innocent soul, to kill an innocent soul. وَالرِّبَى, and also to involve yourself in interest. You need to make tawbah. You need to stay away from this here. And وَالْفِرَارُ مِنْ مَيْدَانِ الْقِتَالِ, and to run away from a battlefield. So all these 7 deeds are major sins, If you know yourself that you are engaging in any of these, make tawbah and stay away from them. Do not destroy your iman, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you come out of these weaknesses. And inshallah, with His rahmah, you'll be able to stay away from these bad deeds. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from us And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our sins. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Jannatul Firdaus when we meet Him. And until we meet again, we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.